Hi, I just come across this book review. The book is Fields of Blood by Karen Armstrong. The main question asked in the book is religion the source of war or the cause of wars? Well, the short answer is no. I totally agree with that answer. No, religion is not the only cause for war, or religion causes war. Now, I see religion as a tool rather than as a motivation itself. Just like a gun. A gun can kill, but it is the person who uses the gun to kill. It's not the gun itself. So similarly, religion might be a motivation, but it is not the reason for wars between countries. It can be an excuse, it can be a motivation. What I have been arguing all the time is that we should look at problems and then find answers through evidence instead of simple ideologies. Disagreement in interpretation of religion. First of all, there are many different kinds of religions, and even within one religion, there are different interpretation and there are different subgroups within the religions. So saying that religion is such a general idea as a cause of war is absurd at the least. Secondly, what I see is, I'm a person of science. I'm a science student. I study science, and then I use facts as my main tool for making decisions. The problem with religion is the interpretations of the same book by different people can be different. Everybody have their own interpretation. Now, how do you argue whether A's interpretation is better than B or better than C or whatsoever? So on what basis do you make that judgment? There's none. If this is a moral argument, you will base on your own moral stance. But if it is another kind of judgment, then there's no basis for making a determination to see which argument is better. But in science, when there are two different theories, and if the two theories are contradictory to each other in terms of predicting outcomes, then it is very simple to devise an experiment to test which theory provided the correct outcome, and then we can determine that the theory is correct. This is objective. There's no need for argument. You may have to argue which is a more important questions, or how much money, or how to design the experiments and so forth. But after all, once the result is out, then the results are out. We know the answer, and it is objective. No need for violence. But for religious differences, there isn't any such objective way of determining which is correct and which is not. And therefore, in the more civilized way, then we can sit down, discuss, and agree to disagree. But if it's not as civilized, then whoever have a bigger fist wins. And that may be sources of conflict as well. And that may be sources of war as well. So in one way, religion is not responsible for war, because wars have very complicated motives behind it. Some are for expansion, some are for getting other people's resources or properties, or sometimes simple misunderstanding or force threat operation. These are all kinds of different motives and different reasons for entering the war. And religion is only if it will only be part of the equation. But the difficulties of settling religious conflict can also be a source of war as well. But again, we can have conflicts without war, but depending on how you look at it. So that is my little comment about Karen's new book. I haven't read it, and I don't have intention to read it. I read the comments, and I think I know sufficient. Okay, bye-bye.